Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve another very popular Leetcode coding interview question 11:15 print FooBar alternately. As you can see here from the like dislike ratio, this is another quite likable medium complexity multi-threading related coding interview question. So we are going to understand this problem and we are also going to implement our multi-threaded Java solution to solve this coding problem today. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel now. Also, click on the bell notification icon button right away so you won't miss any important postings from this channel. Here we create videos to help others in their interview preparation and learning different computer science concepts along with data structures, algorithms, problem solving, Java programming and coding. So let's start. Suppose you are given the following code. Class foobar public void foo, and this method is there which is a for loop and it's printing foo n number of times. Bar method will print bar n number of times, as you can see in the for loop, right? Okay, the same instance of foo bar will be passed to two different threads. Thread A will call foo while thread B will call bar. Modify the given program to output foo bar in n times basically, right? So it should alternatively print foo bar like this n number of times. So for example, you can see here the n is 1, then it will print foo bar, right? So there are two threads being fired asynchronously. One of them calls foo while other calls bar. Foo bar is being output one time. If there are two, n is equal to 2, foo bar will get printed two number of times. N is between 1 to 1000 inclusive. Okay. So this is what the problem says. So how can we solve this? So this is the class. Basically they have given us this, the structure, that is the class foobar class structure. So int n is given to us, foobar constructor is there, foo method is there. So this for loop prints this print foo is a runnable interface, right? Instance. So you have to just call a run will print foo. So we cannot change this part, right? They already told us do not change or remove this line, and foo bar print bar dot run will print bar, correct? So this is the bar method. So we can solve this problem using some synchronization along with countdown latch, right? So we'll directly go to the code so that it will be more clear for you. But before that, I'll just quickly show you a little bit of a countdown latch documentation. So this is the class that we'll also use today. So it's in a java.util.concurrent package. So this is a multi-threading related class. So a synchronization aid that allows one or more threads to wait until a set of operations being performed in other threads completes. A countdown lat is initialized with given count. The await methods block until the current count reaches 0 due to invocations of the countdown method, after which all the waiting threads are released and any subsequent invocations of await return immediately. Right? This is a one-shot phenomena. The count cannot be reset if you need a version release. So this is the class that we'll be using. Basically the important two methods we'll be using is await and countdown, right? So await method is causes the current thread to wait until the latch has counted down to 0 unless the thread is interrupted. Okay, so that's what await method does. Countdown method, it decrements the count of the latch, releasing all the waiting threads once that count reaches to 0, right? So this also will use along with synchronization. So this is how the Java solution look like. So this is the class FooBar again. So we have now modified that class they have given us. So we are going to create a countdown latch instance here, right? So this is a final instance, you cannot change it. So right now we just put 1 here as an argument because this 1 is for the count, right? So as you can see, this is the constructor, constructs countdown latch initialized with a given count. So we are right now just using 1 here simply, right? And so this part is just as it is. So this is how you will implement a foo method now, right? So we will have to call latch.await, right? So that first we always want to first print foo, right, and then bar. So we have to first use latch.await here, and then we will put this for loop inside a synchronized block, right? So synchronize this and then for loop 0 to n. So I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. So this dot notify, right, and then print foo dot run, and then this dot wait. So first we always want to print foo and then bar, correct? So this will assure that we always print foo first, correct? And then after this one is printed, we are going to wait here, and after that the bar will be called basically, right? So bar is again synchronized, and it is synchronized on latch countdown, right? So once the latch reaches 0, then it will call the for loop, right? So for again this is I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. So here it is exactly opposite. Now this dot wait, and then it will print bar, and then this dot notify will notify this one, right? This will notify this foo, correct? So that it can once it prints foo and bar, again it wants to print foo, right? So that's why it has to notify here. So this one is opposite way, so that it always print out foo bar like this basically, correct? And here the latch countdown will be there. So as you can read here, the countdown method, right? I shown you already. So this is the countdown method. So it decrements the count of the latch, releasing all the waiting threads if the count reaches 0, right? If the current count is greater than 0, then it is decremented. If new count is 0, then all waiting threads are re-enabled for thread scheduling purposes. If the count equals 0, then nothing happens, correct? So this one we have to use it here first. So this is to make sure that we always start printing with foo first, right, and then bar, and then that sequence should go on, correct? As you can see here as the output, the foo first always prints, then bar, then that sequence will go on like foo bar like this, right? So for that we have to do this. Okay, so synchronized will synchronize this whole block, synchronize this will, okay. And this latch dot await, so I shown you that await method also here, right? So this is the await method. So causes the current thread to wait until the latch has counted down to 0 unless the thread is interrupted. If the current count is 0, then the method returns immediately. If the current count is greater than 0, then current thread becomes disabled for thread scheduling purposes. Okay, so this is how you can write down this multi-threading code. So I hope you understood this code. So this is not very difficult. So you have to just make sure that you know how to use this synchronized block, and you should also read a little bit more about this countdown latch. This is the documentation you can go through. It's in java.util.concurrent package. So I'm going to now run this code. We'll make sure it gives us correct answer with these test cases. For the first one, we are expecting foo bar. So we are getting foo bar, correct answer. For the second one, we are expecting foo bar 2 times, right? So foo bar 2 times is correct answer. If you want to update the test case, you can just click here. Let's try to print here 5 times and make sure it still works correctly. As you can see, foo bar got printed 5 times, which is a correct answer. Submit this code to the Leetcode, make sure it gets accepted. And as you can see, the code is successfully accepted by the Leetcode. It is 12.43 on the performance and 5.11 on the memory usage. These numbers are changing, so I'm not very sure about these numbers. So this is the way you can use countdown latch along with this synchronization to solve this coding problem on Leetcode 11.15 print foo bar alternately. Another important multi-threading related coding interview question. So I'm going to add this Java code in my GitHub repository and give you the link of this solution code so you can check it out. There are lots of other important algorithms and Java solutions already implemented and available there in that repository, so don't forget to check it out. They are very important ones from interview perspective. If you like the Java solutions in the GitHub repository, consider giving it a star on the GitHub repository. That would be great. If you are new to this channel, there is a very important coding interview related playlist we have created for you here. It is called as Leetcode and Leetcode Solutions. More than 200 most frequently asked very important coding interview problems are there to help you in your interview preparation and learning different computer science concepts. Those problems are asked by Google, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Yahoo many times in their past interviews. They are very important coding interview problems. Make sure you go through all of them, understand them thoroughly. If you go through those videos, you are going to learn a lot about data structures, algorithms, problem solving, Java programming and coding. It will also help you learn lots of new techniques, lots of new ways of different varieties of problem solving. So check out those solved coding problems. The name of the playlist is Leetcode and Leetcode Solutions. Now, if you are a fresher, junior level developer and you want to practice more coding problems for your interview preparation, to help your practicing purpose, we have created 3 other playlists on this channel. The names of those playlists are Code Forces, Code Chef, at Coder. If you go through the playlist, you will see those playlists in the playlist of this channel. They have lots of different varieties of problems that you can practice those problems on. Um, if you like this Java solution where we have used this countdown latch along with this synchronization logic of wait and notify, then please give it a thumbs up to the video, give it a like to the video, subscribe to this channel. Subscription is very important because that's how the videos can reach to other people, so others people will also be able to watch and learn from these videos. So do subscribe to this channel, share this video with all your friends, your colleagues, so they will also watch and learn from these videos. How to implement different Java solutions. Click on the bell notification icon button right away so you won't miss any important postings from this channel. On this channel you will find lots of solved coding problems that you can use to prepare well for your coding rounds of interviews as well as Java rounds of interviews. Those solved coding problems includes graphs, matrices, binary search trees, breadth first search, depth first search, cadence algorithm, binary search algorithm, Kruskal's algorithm, Dijkstra algorithm, sliding window algorithm. There are also lots of important data structures questions available for you here, including stacks, queues, priority queues, hash table, hash map, tree set, hash set, linked hash map, linked hash set, arrays, linked list. All those different varieties of problems are here to help your interview preparation and learning process. If you like this Java solution, if on this channel, if they are helping your learning process, you are learning new techniques, more problem solving along with data structures and algorithmic approaches, then please do leave your messages, your feedback, your comments below these videos. Your messages, your feedback, your comments are highly appreciated, very important and valuable for us. They increase our motivation to create more quality content. So please leave your messages, tell us how the videos are useful and helpful for you. If you want us to create any specific videos about any computer science, Java J2E or interview related topics, then also mention those topics in the comments sections below these videos so that we can create those videos for you here. Keep learning, keep coding, keep solving more varieties of coding problems, and most importantly, keep your learning process and practicing going on continuously. And thanks for watching these videos.